Hey guys, it's Patty with Help Me DIY. Is that what it's called?
Cut!
Hey guys, it's Patty with Help Me DIY. Why does that sound weird? Okay, let's cut. Do it again. Hey guys, it's Patty with Help Me DIY. That's my husband's channel. And today we are introducing a new member of our family. I traded Black Betty in for Betty White because I'll be traveling a lot more and I need something better on gas. And don't tell me I need an EV because we just don't do those. But here she is. Here's Betty White, and the first thing we're going to do is change her oil. Open the hood.
Come on, be like me
I
on the
think
show.
everybody knows you're supposed to open the hood. That's common sense.
Okay. We're going to open the hood first here. And go ahead. All right, in this car, it's got a little stand here for it. And the oil fill cap is located right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen that up so that when we drain the oil, it comes out better. And of course, you want to drive the car a little bit just to have it warmed up so the oil will be thinner and drain easier.
Should I stand on the lift as it rises? All right, most normal people would have to get under the car to drain the oil, but we have a lift. So the first thing I'm going to do is lift the car. I can get under there. I think you're too tall.
Yeah, she didn't lift it all the way, so she'll have to do it all herself now.
I do it myself anyway.
Good job. All right, looking under the car from the front, you can see that this panel is already removed on this vehicle because it didn't have one when we bought it. But if it does have one, there'll be some fasteners around it. You're gonna need to remove this panel to have access to the bottom of your engine.
All right. First thing, you want to find the bolt, and here is the bolt to drain the oil. And next we need something to drain the oil into. Oh, this might be too close to your car. You know I may hit it. Are you scared?
No, you got this.
Oh, I touched it with a hose.
All right, so we got a 17 millimeter socket. Okay, as soon as it's loose, you should be able to undo it by hand.
I go kind of slow because it'll come out really fast if you do it too fast.
Exactly.
You want to know how I know? I can splash in the face.
All right, now when it does come out, it's gonna shoot out to the right from this camera angle. So make sure that whatever you're catching it in is placed appropriately.
This may be too slow. Shit! I always do that. It's always a surprise. Can you cut the curse words?
No, those are better. All right, so what you got there?
Oh, I got a little mess. And I know it's coming. It's always so unexpected for some reason.
Good.
Oh, shift happens.
Looks like this was not abused. It's been changed recently, but since we just bought it, we didn't know. So it looks like a nice, fairly fresh oil in there. And we got the crush washer in there as well.
Taking the oil filter off.
All right, after you loosen the oil filter, it's going to start dripping oil. So make sure you're ready to catch that. You can let it sit there for a little bit and drain most of the way out, and then go ahead and take it the rest of the way off.
I wear gloves because my hands are really pretty.
All right, now let both of these finish draining, and when they're done, we can put the new oil filter back on and the drain plug back in with the new crush washer. All right, we're going with the Fram Titanium FS7317. We'll put links to some of this stuff in the description of the video.
Now I'm putting my bolt back in.
With the new crush washer on there.
Yep. Brand spanking new.
All right, if you have a torque wrench, you're going to go to 30 foot-pounds for the drain bolt. All right, that is done.
Cleaning the excess oil. Now we have the new filter. And you're supposed to take a little oil and rub it here. Got plenty of oil in here.
All right, a little oil around the seal so it doesn't bind when you are tightening it back on. And this one, if you don't have the right size wrench, you can just hand tighten it pretty much as tight as you can get. Not as tight as you can get, but just really tight by hand, and that's going to be tight enough so you'll still be able to get it off next time. All right, so if your car has that panel now, go ahead and put the panel back on and lower the car. We're going to fill it up with oil. All right, you won't be able to get confused. The cap tells you need 0W20 oil. Got some Mobil 1 0W20 fully synthetic. All right, your filter won't be able to go down there because of this little kind of stop filter. I guess it's supposed to prevent you from dropping large items down there like a kitchen sink. I'm not sure, but we'll just hold the filter while we fill it up.
3.7?
Yep, 3.7 quarts for this 1.5 liter engine. Here's a little chart showing you the differences for the different engine types. The type R is the 2.0 liter engine.
Hey, you go faster.
Easy killer.
I think it's about right. Well, just a tiny bit more.
It's easier to put more in later than to take it out.
Right, you know how I bake. I don't do exactly the measurement. I'm just putting the cap back on.
All right, now this car has a little dipstick, so you'll be able to check the oil with this. Of course, you won't be able to check it until you take it out for a drive, so it gets all into the filter and the rest of the engine, and then come back and let it sit for a while. Then you can check and top off if necessary. Yeah, so it has two little dots on it, or two little holes, so your oil level should be somewhere in between those two holes.
Well, Betty White's all lubricated now, and she's ready to go.
Another 5,000 miles, here we go.